Hi Year 2, welcome to your guided reading lesson for today. Today we are going to be focusing on our S Viper. Who can remember what our S Viper is? That's right, it's sequencing. Okay, that means that we are going to sequence our story in chronological order. Chronological, it's a long word. What does that mean? It means in time order. So we are going to sequence the story from the beginning to the end of the story. So that's your task for today. So you need to listen very carefully to how the story begins, what happens in the middle, and what happens in the end. Okay, it's all about remembering the correct sequence of events in the story. And our story that we're going to be reading is called Supertato! I love this story. One of my favourites, actually. Some vegetables are frozen for a very good reason. Don't believe me? Then keep reading. It was night time in the supermarket and all was quiet. But, crash, bang! Something had escaped from the freezer. Something small and round and green. Something looking for trouble. Big trouble. Help, help, cried Carrot. I'm stuck to the conveyor belt. Ah, cried Broccoli. Someone's drawn on my face. Oh, cried Cucumber. Who was doing this? And was there anyone who could help these vegetables in distress? Oh, who do you think's going to come and save the day? Supertato to the rescue! He used his super speed. He used his super strength. He used a flannel and some soapy water. I know who's behind this, said Supertato. There's a pea on the loose. Oh no, not a pea, everyone gasped. Yes, a pea, but I'm out of the freezer now and I'm never going back. Mwahahaha. And the evil pea ran off to commit more terrible crimes. And look, he's trapped all these vegetables in the basket. Time for a dip, little veggies. That's enough, shouted Supertato. He leapt towards the pea, but the pea popped out of his hands and vanished into thin air. Supertato set out on a super search. He crept through the cakes, checked the cheese, and snuck up on the beans. Then something caught his eye. The game's up, yelled Supertato. But the pea bounced out of reach and onto a trolley. Supertato was just about to stop him with his super strength when the trolley crashed. And he was thrown down into the icy depths of the freezer. Was this the end for Supertato? Do you think it's the end? I don't think so. Not quite, but the pea was off his trolley and lying in wait. You're finished, Supertato, he shrieked. But Supertato summoned up all his strength and ran for it. The pea nearly had him at the beans and closed in on him at the cheese. He had him cornered at the cakes. So much for Supertato, screeched the pea. You're about to be mashed potato. Surely this was the end for Supertato. Not today, my friend, said Supertato. Gotcha! Oof, said the pea. Oh yes, said Supertato. I set my trap and you fell for it. Or should that be in it? And he grinned a super grin. He's caught the pea in the jelly. This book's making me a bit hungry. Supertato had saved the day. Take him away, he said, and the pea was marched back to the freezer where he belonged. This jelly tastes of pea, said Broccoli, and everybody laughed and cheered. So remember, folks, some vegetables are frozen for a very good reason. Maybe you'd better go and check your freezer just in case there's an escapee in your house. And that's the end of your story today. So hopefully you were listening really carefully and you can remember the correct order of events. So you have some pictures that you need to stick in the correct order, and then you need to write a little caption about each picture. And remember, you have a reading comprehension quiz all about Supertato as well later today. Okay, good luck you two.